Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Mastro. This is Vastu Creations. Today we're going to look at the chart of the late David Soul. May he rest in peace. He was an actor, a singer, star of Starsky and Hutch in the 70s. If you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, not Western tropical zodiac, you will see the constellation of Cancer rising at 2 degrees. First, we'll look and see how the planets are operating and how they contribute to his success, the ups and downs in life, and what could be done, and see how the planetary periods affect different events in his life. And then we will see what could be done to strengthen the chart. So, Sun is ruling the house of wealth, and it's in its own sign. So this brings wealth through leadership abilities. Sun has to do with leadership, and also second house has to do with the voice. So some form of communication, either singing or acting or something like that. Then we have Moon. Moon is ruling the chart. It's in the first house. It's in its own sign. It's the primary health indicator. It connects his life purpose through connecting with the public. Moon in the first house usually gives good looks. He was quite handsome, and some sensitivity. And in order to be an actor, you need some sensitivity. Then Mars is ruling the career house, and it's placed in the 11th house of income. So this connects career and income through courage and passion. And most of his movies were action movies. Mars is all about action. Then we have Mercury. It's fairly weak. It is ruling the third house of success, and it's in its own sign. So this gives success through performing arts, acting, singing, communication. Mercury's all about communication. Now, because it is a little bit weak, Mercury has to do with the respiratory system. So he did have lung cancer. Let's see here. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter, any multicona sign in the 6th, the 8th, or the 8th. So you see Sagittarius, 9th sign of Sagittarius in the 6th house, ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter can cause some issues. It is sitting in the 1st house. It is afflicted by Rahu. And so the 6th house has to do with divorce. He had 4 divorces. And it has to do with health issues. He did have hip surgery, hip issues and liver issues from excessive drinking, and he smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day. So then we have Venus. Venus is ruling the house of happiness through home life, sitting in the 2nd house. So this again connects his happiness through singing and acting, entertainment. Then we have challenging Saturn. So you have the 11th sign of in the Aquarius in the 8th house. It's ruled by Saturn. So Saturn can be challenging. It's sitting in the 12th house of endings and separations. So this gives him the ability to research the acting roles. But Saturn there in the 12th house brings some addiction, 3 packs of cigarettes a day, a lot of alcohol, and it is close to the rising sign. So it afflicts 3, 7, and 10 houses away. So it is afflicting the second house of the stability of marriage. Remember, 4 divorces. And then the house of health, lots of health issues, lung cancer, pulmonary disease, hip issues. And then also the ninth house of travel. Now, we have challenging Rahu and Ketu at 22 degrees. They're balancing his personal needs. You got Rahu in the first house with the needs of others. Ketu in the house of partnership, partners, marriage. So let's look at the timing of events. So in 75, he got a big break, being the star of Starsky and Hutch. During a sun period, sun bringing fame and wealth. And then he got involved in a paternity suit in 77 during a Jupiter, and Moon was involved too. Jupiter is ruling the house of legal issues. And then we have in 78, he ruptured his disc and had surgery during a Mars period. Mars is inflammation and low back. And then in 79, Starsky and Hutch ended during a Rahu period. There's unexpected events. 80, got married during a Venus period. Venus is ruling the house of family, starting a family. 87, late 80s, he lost all his money. Very difficult time during a Saturn period. Saturn's probably his worst planet, sitting in the house of losses and expenses. In 88, he had a child during a Venus period. Again, Venus connected with family. Then in 95, he spent some time in jail for, I think, abusing his wife, again during a Saturn period. Saturn sitting in the house of imprisonment, 12th house. Then he was in the movie Terror in the Mall during a Mars period in 98 that brought some boost to his career, ruling career. In 04, he played the part of Jerry Springer in an opera during a Mars period, again boosting his career. In 2017, he had hip surgery and something went wrong and he went unconscious for many, many months during a Jupiter period. Jupiter, again, related to hips and health issues. Then in in January 4th of 2024, he died of lung cancer, obstructive pulmonary disease. Rahu was afflicting, Rahu period, Rahu and Ketu are afflicting the moon. Moon is the lungs, and it's in the 3rd house that has to do with the respiratory system. What could be done to strengthen the chart? Well, giving to charities that involve spiritual organizations for Ketu and Jupiter, and then helping people who cannot help themselves for Rahu and Saturn. I think he was doing some of that. He had a fairly long life. Moon, remember, it rules the chart, rules the body, the longevity. So that's Ketu afflicting that, caused the death. And then my favorite remedy would be a kavash to strengthen all his weak planets. If you're interested in getting a kavash or getting a Vedic reading or learning Vedic astrology, go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening, and may he rest in peace.